Okay, what's up, everybody? Let's see who's the first person to get the show started here. What do we got? We've got Dave Campione, and let's see, when's this first check came in this morning? 10 o'clock. Lisa Fiernay. Lisa, Dave, Hordog, Big Booty, yeah, that's Patrick. Was it Coke? Well, I figured it was pills, but whatever. Yeah, you know, that's what happens when you do pills and get in a jacuzzi, bro. You gotta be careful. It sucks. Yeah, he's a great guy, man. It sucks.
Prepare yourself.
Really great actor. Made a lot of people laugh. Put a lot of joy in a lot of people's lives, man.
Prepare yourself.
He'll be remembered. Too bad he had an addiction problem. I got a video of the monitors, so.
Security, I bleed for you. My eyes burn. My point is no, 'cause you'll never learn. You'll never learn. I bleed for you. You'll never learn. I bleed for you. You'll never learn. I bleed. I bleed. Lying and dying is all that you read. Let's hear it from your mouth.
Fuck you, fucking Levi's
Tired of your constant sick of your loathsome little dick. God is anchor, cashing your tins. He's sniffling, whining, self-loathing hypocrite. Blame it on radio, all the woman in red. Levi's music company. It's all in your head.
It starts with an F.
Hello, Trendies! Trendy day reporting in live from Orlando, Florida. I'm a Jenny, has the hours and all things trendy. You can find me and you in the hashtag Jenny's on all forms, social media, especially on Rumble. If you're not watching on Rumble, why ain't you watching on Rumble yet? Come on over to Rumble. Nate's Garden on Rumble. You guys should be on Rumble. You should really be watching from Rumble. Or okay, man.
It's all in your head. You'll never learn. I bleed for you.
So, I might have a little video here for you. Guys, yeah, I woke up this morning to this. Okay. All right, this is what my station looked like this morning from in here, inside looking out. That's a monitor. The whole thing crashed. That crashed forward. It's like if I was in here, it would have come this way. I had a safety cable holding it, and the cable freaking broke. My
monitors, my 4 monitors all fell over on the big stand. There was a cable that held them up, but I had them leaning too far forward, and I was relying completely on the cable to hold them up in place. And the whole system failed, man. Look at this. So I gotta get to cleaning this up, man. It's gonna take me a while. Wow, dude. This cable right here is what broke. That was a safety cable, and I was relying on the cable too much. So that's what happened, man.
Looks like a freaking earthquake hit it, huh? I got 3 monitors because one of them broke. So that's the one that was top left. Pretty sure came down, and when all the weight on all 4 monitors came down, that one smacked. Centrifugal force landed on this microphone, and the microphone's like, "Fuck you." So, yeah. Beautiful picture of the moon from last night, man. Oh my God, that was a magical night and a magical moon to go with it. Isn't that amazing? Beautiful. Lovely night, man. I let my mother meet the girl I've been dating. That was kind of funny. Immediately fell in love with her. So, yeah. We were talking about maybe keeping this relationship going for a while. So, that's a good thing. Nice, we had too much overcast. Hey, whore dog. The bong. Bro, the bongs did not get hit. When I came in, that was the first thing I was like, what glass broke? I wasn't even worried about the monitors. Glass you can't replace. I mean, you can buy a new bong, but that glass, you'll never have it again. You know? A monitor, yeah, I went and I bought the exact same monitor. Okay. It's like a $200 speeding ticket. Okay, I'll take it. And I'll try to have it set up better so this doesn't happen again. I was going to take a couple of more safeguards, and I failed to do that. I should have probably done that. So as Iceman likes to say, dabs up, son. Actually, I think I'm the one that says son, but it's nice because, I mean, okay. Yes, my whole system broke. I had to tear down my entire studio. Right? Well, now I got the roof is kind of semi on and off now. So it's more air, more ventilation through here, which is nice. And it's not going to be nice when the TV's on in here, but I'll have to close it back in again. But for now, it's great. And I was able to take all the monitors and clean them all with Windex and make them all nice and shiny, which was nice. I took every monitor had to come off. So I had to replace. That's why I'm so late with the show this morning. I had spent literally like 2 hours doing this. So I had to take the whole thing down, man. Broke the whole podcast down, the studio. And then I had to slowly wire. I mean, not all of it, but the monitors part and the covering part. And I took the roof off. And now I've got this nice open area. You're going to hear a little bit of an echo now, probably. But yeah, it's all good. Nothing that a couple of $100 wouldn't fix. Oh, yeah.
Good morning.
Hey, Pinoy. Good morning, bro. How are you?
I'm good.
My four monitors fell over last night.
What?
Dude, I got 4 monitors on a stand in front of me, and all 4 of them came crashing forward at some point while I was sleeping last night.
What? That's crazy.
One of them broke. It broke one of the monitors.
Damn.
Fucking. There must be a glass thing inside there, but you could see it was all cracked through the plastic. There must be a glass sheet in there, or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all monitors have that little safety glass, right, on the inside.
I guess.
When it breaks, like over.
I guess.
That's what happened to mine. Remember I was telling you I had matching monitors for my PC that I have now?
No.
Well, I had matching monitors that came with the PC, you know, and one of them broke on the move here from Florida. You know, something pushed on it really hard.
Yep.
And cracked that corner, right? So the other one I was using, I was like, cool, still got one, right? It's hella big, it's nice. Bro, all I did was, you know how you move your monitor like this, you know, on its little stand? All I did was push in the corner, and I heard a little crack, and then the whole screen went out.
Oh.
I was like, fuck.
Yep.
Here, hold on, let me get on my PC.
Are you gonna be on your other camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2. Alright. Good morning, everybody.
There he is.
Oh, yeah. Whole lot of brother stuff going on here, brother. Whole lot of brother stuff going on, brother.
Okay. Okay. What a morning. It could have been so much worse. None of my glass broke. And, bro, I had all my bongs, my bubblers sitting right in front of them, and they fell over right on my glass. Yeah. Nothing broke.
Oh, man, bro, you got 4 monitors. I would screw them bitches to the table, dude.
They're on a stand. The stand holds them up, so you can have 2 up.
Oh, so it's like a TV stand that you boom, boom.
Yeah, it's got arms on it and shit, and they're all locked in. This should have never happened, man. I had a safety cable on the back, and I was relying too much on it. And I had tilted the monitors down a little bit, and I knew that it was bad, and I meant to try to secure it a little bit more, and I never did. And I just never looked at the cable on the back, and sure enough, man, it was one of those bungee cords, and it just, over time, man, it just shredded internally, and then snapped last night. Well, it didn't snap, it stretched. There's no telling how slow the monitors went down. It kind of seems like it was hard because it broke that monitor, but what a thing to wake up to.
If it only broke one, then it probably was leaning towards that one monitor.
Well, the microphone, it hit the mic. The mic was up right there. It's a big, strong, heavy mic.
Right, okay. Oh, I got a paint sprayer.
Oh, man, that's great.
I just gotta go, I gotta buy the wand, you know, the little wand that makes it longer. Right now it's just wall right, you know, where I can reach it, but I need that wand so I can get up and cracks and crevices.
Cracks and crevices.
Later.
Nooks and crannies.
Yeah, right in the little Yeah, we're making progress.
That's awesome.
I just hopped on my game, dude. I woke up, right? Hopped on my game. And I noticed some other dude building like near me. He didn't realize that the rock that he built into can be knocked away. You know, it can be mined.
Mm-hmm.
So I mined his rock, dude, and half of his fucking house is exposed, dude. I'm in there all looking through his shit. This is funny. This game is so fucking funny. Yeah, morning dabs. So what? You had to buy a new monitor?
I bought a new monitor.
Okay.
I mean,
Where do you get your monitors from? Best Buy?
Amazon.
Oh, okay.
It'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But I've got the way it's set up right now. I got 5 running monitors. It was just the 6th one. And the good news is it wasn't the nice expensive one that I just bought. It wasn't the nice 230 hertz or 240 hertz monitor. It's one of the 60 hertz.
One of the ones that you needed to replace anyway.
Well, no, because I replaced it with the same monitor. They're all the same monitor. I'm
Okay.
not up in the hertz on those. All right, I'm good.
Oh,
No law.
You're only using the one for your
Cheers.
for your gaming, the one with the hertz.
Watch the smoke come up in this dome, everybody. It looks so cool. Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Cheers, cheers. Oh yeah. Every time I see smoke like that, I just be hearing Cypress Hill in my head. I'm having illusions, fucking me up in my mind. That's it. We're on that Danko kick. Danko kick.
Rogan gave my new girlfriend the "What you talking about, Willis" face last night. What you talking about, Willis? And she fell in love. She was like, "Oh my God, he's so cute." Woodchuck Montrose, thank you. Yeah, man, thank you.
Oh God. Yeah, we should be finished harvesting like everything, like my people's personal shit and other shit by Wednesday. And then after that, on Thursday, I'm gonna tackle underneath the shower and see what the hell, we're looking at here. And then get that all cleaned up, do what I need, and go to Kelsey. Hey, Jerry, I got art projects, man. These are art projects. Oh shit, he's gone, folks. He's gone. The mustard gas and got it.
Got mustard gassed. I got mustard gassed. You mustard gassed me. There's no coming back from the mustard gas.
It's so freeing.
Once you get gassed, you know. Man, see, if everybody in the Middle East was smoking this, we wouldn't be at war. We'd be all like, "Hey, what's up, my brother? We're all from the same place, man. We all come from the same region. We love you. I love you too. Hey, smoke some of this. Smoke this mustard gas. It's a good." Hits from the bong. Studio crash.
Oh.
I got I got 3 monitors. I've got 3 monitors. That is the funniest joke now. That joke has become so funny now that one of my monitors broke. I've got 4 monitors that all fell over and crashed on my desk, breaking one. That's a great title. Anybody looking at that title will know exactly what I'm talking about. They're like, "Oh my God, no way." Really cool that I could swing this other monitor around to take the place of the 4th one. And now it looks like I've got 4 monitors in front of me again. But that's the 240 hertz. That's the curved screen. You guys that are coming over from White House Grandpa or WH Grandpa, thank you. He will no longer let me post links on his posts on, which I don't know why. Who cares, dude? His people were coming over here all day long. You guys are great. So, yeah, you're just going to have to follow me on True Social and to find out when I'm live now, I guess, guys. I was really relying on Grandpa, and I can't do that anymore. So,
Cool.
is today Sunday? Oh my
Yes,
God.
sir.
That Tronanon
Today's
show
family
is...
day.
That Tronanon show is on right now. Dude.
The what?
Oh my God. They're like...
Oh, that fucking
this guy...
the Mr. Numbers man.
Yeah, dude, the guy that he loves Donald Trump so much. He calls Donald Trump the boss. Oh, the boss said this. Oh, the boss. And, oh, God, I fucking hate that shit. But, here I go. Over to the Tronanon.
Bro, you look like me, bro. I sit like that too. I be like that.
You're like, here I go, back over to Aiden Ross again. Whatever. Dude, that guy's been fucked up, huh?
Who, Aiden?
Yeah.
Dude. He got he lost his kick deal. Bunch of shit.
Okay, here we go.
So, yeah. You thought I was a catchy patch.
I thought you were
Oh,
from
shit,
Turkey.
my
No, I thought you were
no,
Turkish.
I did it in the beginning.
No, you
Oh,
can't do it
shit.
this early, dude. It's too early for that. We haven't even gotten to the crumbs yet, bro. Guys, Cashy Pat's coming through in mono right now. That's okay. He's in the background. Shout out to Cashy Pat's, fightwithcash.com. Get your Punisher t-shirts and your all
See?
your spices there
Yeah.
at fightwithcash.com. What's up, Leo?
Make money.
We got it in there early, guys. A little silent cash.
Make your money off your audience there.
I bucket it up. Yeah,
Cash
yeah,
Alitas.
this one is yours. You won this show. Okay, you won this one. I admit you won. Okay.
Johnny's Couch, what's up, bro? You know what he said? He said, weed ends wars. We prefer to call it cannabis, but yeah, I'll go with that.
American Blood, we will spill a gallon of yours, bro. Let's check it out.
We back in the White House. America's enemies will now once again.
I'm Donald Trump and I
They're
speak
gonna
like
know it.
this. I'm gonna talk to you.
And if you try to,
I'm gonna talk like this.
we will kill you. We will kill you.
He said
We
we will
told them
kill
all
you.
that. We had no problem. You know, we had no problem 3 years ago. We had no problem for 4 years. Nobody even. This is unthinkable. I mean, I just watch and see what's happening. It's unthinkable. This couldn't have happened, Mark. Couldn't have happened. Although you maybe were more deeply involved than anybody, but I don't think you even believed a thing like this could have happened, Mark. If you spill a drop of American blood, we will spill a gallon of yours. We do not.
Damn, dude, you go, Trump.
When I'm back in the
All right,
White
guys.
House,
If you drop, if you spill a drop of American Blood, we will spill a gallon of yours. Leo, this is Boss on the offense. I like it, but again, this is the attitude he had it for 4 years, guys. So this is why we didn't have any wars. They tried to kick it off with Syria. Boss did not take the bait. But Leo, what do you think, man? And this is why we're.
I think seriously, if he would say this behind
No
closed
wars
doors
under Trump.
to
No, he
the
just did
specific
4 or
people
5
who
things to
is saying
piss
it
off
to.
the Arabs, you know, while he was
That is how you
president.
do it.
Muslim
But to
ban.
me, I'll tell you
You know,
guys,
that was great. Yeah,
honestly,
the Arab
because
country
my
loved
heart
that.
is so big,
Arab
I
countries really
think it's a
appreciated that.
bit-
Muslim
I
ban.
don't know, it's a bit-
Oh,
it's a
and then
hard
there was
punch,
the,
bro. It's- why- I'll
the
tell you why.
assassination of
I
Soleimani
understand him.
in
I-
Iraq, the
I-
Iranian
I-
general.
No,
Yeah, the Arabs love
Listen
that,
to this.
bro.
Why I think so? Because we are in a period.
You know,
where they are
and
really
we could keep
making
going, I'm sure.
US
I
look
off the
bad.
top of
They
my
are
head, there's
making
2 good
people
ones.
hate the US. You know how
Oh,
it is on the
moving the
other side.
capital of
People hate
Israel.
the US.
Yeah, the
And
Arabs
with
love
this
that
little
to
thing,
Jerusalem.
he's just
Yeah, the Arabs were so
provoking
happy
a
about
little
that.
more because they won't
Damn,
understand
He
how
fucking
it
helped
is.
start
They're
this
gonna
war.
take
Donald
these
Trump
little
helped
words
start
out of it. They're
this
gonna say,
war.
"Oh, look, And I know everybody's going to say, well, it doesn't matter. Let them come. They'll find out.
There's three
No,
things I was
it's
able to
not
name off the
baby.
top of my
We're
head, and
not
I know
just
there's
in that
more.
situation yet because it's very bloody at the moment, bro. It's very bloody. But I understand it. I
But Leo,
understand
you
him.
said-
He has to tell the citizens who is the boss. He has to tell them because, like I say, I agree. If he goes behind,
If you're the boss, you don't have to
behind
tell
doors and
anybody you're the
speaks to
fucking
these
boss.
people, and he tells him this, yeah, they're not going to attack
they
us,
already
of
know.
course.
Yeah.
But I
No,
think he's busy
bro,
with
it's like you, bro. You're the man.
what
You don't
he
have to tell
once
anybody.
told
You know
those
why?
people
Because I'll
behind
tell
people
everybody. Yo,
closed doors.
this the
And
man right
boss
here,
is
everybody.
already
That's the
not being
man.
picky on the boss.
That's the
I
man.
may not
What
be,
happened?
but I
See,
do.
man?
But you do understand.
Grasshopper coming in like a
Doesn't need to-
smooth
doesn't need
operator
to
from the
toot his own
behind,
horn.
from the outside. What's up, Grasshopper?
Sorry, guys.
Eagles for
Daylight
all.
saving or whatever's going on. We went an hour before, forward or afterwards. I don't know anymore.
Oh.
Something happened with the time. So Leo, so what happened? Weren't you late?
No, Grasshopper. No, I was not because I set the clock.
He set the clock.
Okay,
I would
Lord,
not
we
blame
love you.
Grasshopper.
Good morning,
What's up,
America.
Grasshopper? Good morning.
Yes, what a time to be alive. So what's going on?
These guys are
with Trump?
closeted
Well,
homosexuals,
no,
too.
and Leo kind of has a point here. If you spill a drop of American blood, we will spill a gallon of yours. And
They keep showing this
he's
meme
kind of
over and
under the
over
impression
again.
That boss is
So
going a little
funny.
too
They're
hard
so gay.
and heavy.
It's
but
like,
he's
bro,
giving a preview.
you're
he's giving a preview
gay.
of what's
Just
gonna happen
admit
once he
it.
gets back.
So-
You're
Grasshopper.
We
gay.
did some digging on this, Like if you look at the timestamps and
Fucking
everything.
Tron and
that
on.
this
You know you're
happened,
gay. Come
and,
out of the
and
closet.
and the truth that he was putting
It's
out.
okay,
the
man. You
other
can be gay.
surrounding
It's
things,
cool.
Like yesterday in our live coverage.
Trump-
of both
Trump- your
Trump
boss will
shows,
still
we had
love you.
A 9-hour live stream, guys. It was crazy. But we were looking into these timestamps, and when you look at that, it's all about human trafficking, guys. So and about the children, So when you spill, we know all about, the spirit cooking and all these other things.
Yeah, oh my God, there we go.
Example,
Pizzagate. Here we go, guys.
Airplane flying over Israel again with those same numbers, and the squonk was going into, the human trafficking. So I believe that when Trump is speaking about, if you spill one drop of American blood, like of the children, right, we will spill a gallon of yours, right? Like the Great Awakening,
This is an
our
eye for
light
eye.
that we are. Yeah, so the light that we are shining is so much more powerful than the darkness that they wanna cast out there.
And there's your Eagles again, Leo, in the background there at the Republican Jewish Coalition in Nevada. The boss had a double header, and he was absolutely on fire there. And guys, a shout out to the military here. He kept the world safe. 4 years, no wars.
Greatest military in the world. You saw what we did. For 4 straight years, I kept America safe. I kept Israel safe, and I kept the world safe. The
So
world
Donald
is a
Trump
safer
is a
place,
Zionist.
Safer place today. The world is.
Is
Today,
it-
the
is that
world
okay?
Blowing up all around, no matter where you look. If I were president, the attack on Israel would never, ever have happened. I think you believe that.
And there it is, guys. That's 110%. And this is why we realize, guys, not another 4-year election. The boss had no wars, and here they are in their final stretch, guys. Ammunition is finally running out, and the only thing that can save them is another war, guys. But it's not going to happen. The boss is going to come in and save the day. We have a year left, so like he said, a lot can happen in a year, guys. And boss drops this at 4:31.
Dude, I just used the word
timestamp,
Zionist in their
4:31
chat.
noon time. We are moving fast. Remember,
I
not
said,
all within the
Trump is the
300
greatest
agencies are bad
Zionist of
apples.
our
We have
time.
house cleaning top to bottom. Restructuring 1 to 2, and operations are always 24/7. Speed. There it is, guys. On the 6-year anniversary, Grasshopper. What does this 6-year anniversary mean for you in this whole movement? Is it just another year gone by?
The beauty of it all is that on this 6-year anniversary, Trump has 2 speeches, and we have 2 Q drops, right? Well, actually, we have 3, and we have 3 speeches in this weekend as a celebration of this first ever Q drop that the Q team and the White Hats were pulling us into their little mission, because the plan was already so much advanced that they were able to let us paint a picture without risk of jeopardizing the operation. Right? They had Trump in power, a few months in, and then in October 28th, 2017, they pulled us into the party and say, hey, look what we got in store for you guys.
What?
And that's the thing, Grasshopper. 4 straight years, no wars. He kept us safe. And a little Delta action here, guys. A little Delta action. October boss mentioned safe. And here, So on the 28th, the boss
Donald
comes out and
Trump
mentions
assassinated
the
a
world's safe,
general
Israel's safe, America's safe, and on the
in
29th,
Iraq.
guys, right
That
here,
wasn't keeping America
remember,
safe.
three-letter
That's what led to
agencies
this.
and
That's
the
one of the things that
military
helped lead to
opened
this
an
war.
investigation
Oh, and there was
into the
Stuxnet
Clinton
too.
Foundation. And this is where it all started,
But
basically,
Trump-
guys.
Trump
back in the
didn't
day,
start Stuxnet.
and this is where it all started. Dig, dig, and dig. Again,
How
good
many
people.
kids disappeared, right?
Yeah, so many
How
guys.
many kids disappeared? So this is about the blood, spilling the one drop of blood, and we will spill a gallon of yours.
Well, you speaking about that, bro. You speaking about that now. Something very strange happened yesterday, and I sent this to your DM on
Me?
Twitter, Tron. Please,
Trying to
this
make
is
a
so
fucking boat
bizarre
in
what you just
fucking
said now,
whale vessel I've
because
never seen
it goes
before.
with what I sent Tron now with
A little
Tron.
bucket.
Just look what I sent you. I sent you a
Back
link
there.
of nearly 1,800
Look.
foster children just disappeared yesterday.
Wow.
1,800 foster kids, I'll tell you from where, out of Georgia,
Wow.
reported missing. Just
is crazy.
1,800 foster kids just disappeared.
Yeah, how
This
does
shit
that
is
happen?
going very bad.
And this
So,
always happens
yeah,
under the
They-
radar
they
whenever
don't
there's
just
something else
disappear,
going on.
guys.
Yeah, they don't. It doesn't
There's
happen,
no
guys.
wormhole
You might
or
lose your
something.
keys, and your keys don't disappear. They're always around somewhere. They don't disappear. It's not David Copperfield.
So yeah, again, I'll just put this out there, guys. We're working on something, you know.
And Hawaii, too,
to
dude.
get these, yeah, we're working on this. We've been in contact with good people who can make things happen. We are doing something for this. If anybody wants to join, we'll be doing the mock box thingy in your state. You can share who's missing. If it's something small, at least something that you can do from your own comfort at home. Obviously, you can't go around and doing the detective. Okay, some other people do that, but I mean, you know, putting up posters in your local, doing something in your local, going to your mayor or someone telling him, hey guys, look, this is a pile of kids missing.
right.
What the F is going? Whatever you have to do, we're going to try and move this. We're on the dig where all the money's going, what the NGOs are doing. So soon, a lot of stuff is going to be dropping. 17 is busy dropping good stuff. I'll drop his link he's on Twitter. I'll drop his
Dude, these
link. He's
kids,
got a lot of
these
stuff
people
on
in
there.
the chat at
Really
Trononom,
this and put it
they
out.
all
So
talk
it's
about
up to
kids
guys.
all the time. So all
We-
about the
we're trying to do our
children,
best. So if
kids.
anybody wants
The
to help
children
these guys,
will
this
be
is our
saved.
future. This is
We
what
will
Contact
save
Leo.
the
Let me
children.
drop your link in the chat for everybody, Leo.
Yeah. You just
Millions
have
are
to
finally
and
waking
our-
up
and our
about
boys
the
regardless
children.
of what to
Praise.
do. And when the app comes out,
Where
you can
we
download it. You can do your own little
HW.
thingy with it. So all coming, bro. All is actually ready. We just need to host it. And I'm actually in contact with the guy from the CAG News, CAG
real?
site, and he's helping me. Yeah, he's helping me do this. So yeah, the CAG guy's helping me.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Let me drop the link for you guys in the chat right now. Contact Leonidas. Shout out
That's
to
a good saying, Dave.
Vaz,
Dave,
the Great Awakening, best part of the day. Thank you so much.
Dave, scroll down.
Vaz.
Scroll down to the thing.
Right here.
Scroll down. I just want to show you something there. There's a good saying there. Go, carry on.
What's
Carry
all the
on,
Japanese?
carry on.
Leo.
Yeah, bro, I've got Japanese friends in this mood. That what Kennedy says. Just play that video. Just play this video.
Hi, friends.
Play that.
These guys look. It's a little kid. So he sits here and watches little kids on the
Oh,
internet.
that's so cute, dude.
They all do. All these people, they're all focused on kids and shit.
This is the
This
battle,
is our
guys.
priority.
It's not a good look.
Make it local, guys. This is our future. Please do not forget this. Please.
So Tron, as a backdrop, you know, to what White House Grandpa
It's
was
fucking
saying,
creepy.
you know, if you pull up your DM, and then last night during our live show, we had another
It's-
fight. So if you pull up your DM, then
Oh,
I was
this
saying
is
it's
weird,
the second picture.
This is super deep, dude. This is funny.
So this one happened last week. Sorry.
You need more lines, bro. You need more colors.
Yeah, man, I know.
Running out of colors.
So White House Grandpa was sending me this. You know, it looks a lot like a Dude Cube.
Someone just
Again,
said
you know, the registration and the
in the chat, was Perry a
817
pervert?
was
It's
leading
all they
into
think about.
Sheriff, Israel's, right? So that was really
They're so
interesting with,
focused on child
522 registration of that flight. And the drop,
abuse.
552
You know,
was
the
saying
abuse of
fly.
children, and it's
With
almost
the
as if they're
hashtag. And it
fascinated
had
by it.
12 times.
They just can't get
hostile.
enough of it.
How many tribes of Israel do we have? 12
Yeah,
tribes
dude.
Of Israel. But the interesting thing is that the hacks of that flight was 738.
It seems like the people that talk most about kids are these
Terror
people.
amongst those in control has begun. They know that we know, which means the
That's
public
funny.
will know. Well, know what, right? Well, if you look at the squonk of that airplane, it was 3534.
Oh
And
my
John
God, Pinoy, look at the
3534 goes
screen.
into human trafficking. Now I'm gonna share you a picture that White House Grandpa sent yesterday.
Oh, there we go. There's our boy.
So yeah, and so that drop, let me see, 817 is saying we're taking action behind.
Look at
the
this.
scenes, right?
Look at all the little.
This flight is flying over Israel. This military flight.
It
And these
all
numbers
makes so much
of that
sense.
flight is making a story, right? Well, if you look at that other picture that I sent you, everything was the same on that flight, besides the squonk. Well, if you look at, so if you pull up that picture, if you pull up that other
Dude,
picture,
that dude's
that I
a
sent
fucking
you,
idiot, man.
so if
You're
you
lit,
just type
bro.
into QAG, the squonk of this flight, so
I'm
everything
over
is the
to
same,
watch
right?
too many
The
fucking
HAX
movies,
38891, registration 522, so that's all
2000,
the same. But the squonk of
2,400.
Well, now pull up drop
The grass. Wait,
3521.
what's a squonk? Inform
I
us.
don't know what it is, man. I don't know.
You're
what it
you're
is.
an airplane guy.
I'm just pulling up the numbers, guys.
Yeah. I know.
So
That's for sure.
So yeah. So just pull up drop 3521,
Okay.
and it leads you to a tweet.
35. Wait, 3521. Let's see.
Yes, 3521. It brings you to a tweet of Devin Nunes, and if you click on that tweet, it's the Harvest tweet, and this is the Harvest movie. You know, the Hunter's movie.
That
we
was
just
like
had,
yesterday
right?
or something, right?
Yeah, so corn ready to be cut, right? So and everything, and if you look at his timestamp and everything,
How many kernels?
It's beautiful. But again, it's interesting that these flights somehow, you know, and a big shout out to White House Grandpa for showing me this, you know. And again, like if you spill one drop of blood, and we know what they do with these children, right? If you spill one drop of that blood, we're gonna spill a gallon of yours. So this is a fight that cannot be won by the Blackheads.
And
Let's
we're
see,
right in the
there's
middle of it.
8
That's the
pounds
thing
in
right
a
here.
gallon.
And we did have that
How many ounces in a
unquestionable,
gallon? We gotta count the ounces.
death yesterday. Another drowning, guys. Again, Hollywood drowning, 54, 52 years old, the Friends actor. Again, we're not going to get into, but what did he know? Like that's what it always comes down to. Whenever someone dies of like suspicious deaths, especially in Hollywood, it always comes down to like what did they know back in the day? What did they, what were they posting
and
before
why was
that?
he using so much drugs, right? Why was he so
Yeah,
unhappy?
well, that's Hollywood for you guys. I mean,
I said
they
plan
keep you tuned up no
assassination
matter what.
in
They
the
have to
chat.
get
One
you on the
word.
set,
Plan
and,
assassination.
And this all goes back to why Hollywood was on strike.
Chandler.
And the whole idea is almost because Grasshopper and Leo, we are the news now. This is the show. The show is right here on the stage. We have a year left, and that's it. Squawk is the signal the aircraft sends, says Grandpa. Thank you so much, Grandpa. Squawk is the signal.
Wow,
so
look
this
at
is
that.
good.
Look at this from White Arm Bro. He says, you guys speaking about that, just a side note. He says, wait, Perry, Luke Perry, Matthew Perry, John Perry, Barlow. Doesn't this sound biblical? Luke, Matthew, and John? Luke, Matthew, and John, bro. Luke, Matthew, and John. Wow. Shout out to Miss White Arm Rights for that little
That's a nice
side note.
one.
I like that one. I like that little observation. Nice one, nice one. Throwing breadcrumbs at us, Mrs. White on Rice. White on Rice, you could learn something from your wife, damn it.
Yeah, she's
Good
throwing
job,
crumbs.
good
He's
job.
throwing loaves of bread. Guys,
Yeah, she's throwing the
6-year anniversary since the beginning. And remember, guys, this is where it all started. Think Durham start, think Q start. Remember, on the 28th of 2017, Durham was sworn in as interim U.S. attorney, and on the 28th was the first drop. And guys, the boss threw us the crumbs right here in the beginning. This little tweet here. Very little reporting about the great GDP numbers announced yesterday, 3.0. Despite the big hurricane, guys, the storm, the hurricane hits best consecutive Qs in years right there in the morning, guys. October 28th, 2017. And this goes back to the very beginning, guys. The first drops. And what an amazing journey. And guys, go check out. Yeah.
What? Yeah, I didn't realize this drop. Why was there a capital B and the Q, bro? BQQB? What
my
could
God.
that be an abbreviation? Just asking.
Dude.
I forgot about this.
Barbecue.
Look, he says
Yeah.
best consecutive Qs
We're
in
gonna
the
have
years
it
and
for
years.
lunch.
It's like, do you
What-
guys
what's
even
this
take yourselves
best? Why did he
seriously?
put best in capital letters, bro? Oh,
behind
it's-
the after.
It's a
the
period,
at the
yeah. So
comment,
that's
the-
in America
oh, okay,
we
okay,
capitalize
there's a dot.
in the beginning
Yes,
of
Okay, there's a dot at the end. Okay, I thought it was a comment.
okay.
Sorry,
It's
sorry, I didn't see it.
It's
in
only
the screen.
6 years
Sorry,
old. It's fine.
Sorry.
Happy birthday! But again, guys, Durham served in the beginning there, appointed by Sessions there, but HRC effective. And again, this was the whole the carrot in front of the mule type of idea. HRC arrested, white hats are in control. But like I said, guys, no matter what atmosphere we're in, we're vibing this timeline. We're taking it back now, and no matter what, we have a year left to take it back, guys. And we can't vote any harder. And I think we're in better
it's
position
funny.
now than we are in 2020.
You know what's crazy? Because if you look at the timestamp of that drop, it's 1433. But if you look in the QAG, it's 333. The first drop 333, and the number one drop was at the 444. So I don't know how this came about.
This
but
screenshot
it's now
could have been, it's.
No, but it's saying EST. Just
Yeah.
go to QAG and go to the first drop. It will show you. It will show you a different time.
And that's
It
the
will show
thing.
you.
Back then, you had to be very poignant on the screen caps and how you were going to take them and whatnot.
Yeah, you see, like it's
444
it's
Eastern,
showing you
yeah.
444 and 333. So how, if you go to that other picture again, like how can it be? It's saying EST, right?
333.
1433.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, it could be the graphic. Something's off for sure.
I said
But we're gonna
perfectly
get into, guys,
timed
whether
caps.
or not these drops are the first drops. Because remember, back in the day, we didn't have these beautiful QAGs and Q
Scrapers.
alerts and scrapers. We didn't have that. So the way these websites are designed, guys, whenever Q would drop with a trip code, the software, the back-end website would say, okay, we're monitoring 8chan or 4chan. We saw this trip code come
Jeff
up. Here comes a Q
Donaldson.
drop, and then they scrape
up,
all
Jeff?
the information from that one
Hippie
drop.
chick.
And then back in the day, we didn't have the scrapers. So what do we do, Leo? What do we do, Grasshopper? There was an anon that had a job of screenshotting all of the Q drops and placing them into a graphic form. This is the map.
Side graphics, right?
Yeah, this is the map. This is the graphic back then. Now here's where it got interesting. Nobody back in the day really understood what was the first drop because there wasn't any trip code. It wasn't signed Q. It was just information. So this was one of the first attempts, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I'm trying to relive, 6 years ago. So back on drop 101, an anon comes out and says, "Hey, graphic confirmed Q." So Q basically confirmed this graphic as, okay, these are all the drops. Now, if you look at it, it starts at this drop, Grass. This is drop 14. This is not the first drop. Okay? But in drop 132, 5 days later, Q comes back and replies to an anon, "Is anything in this image wrong? I added post from the 5th. Confirmed correct Q." So Q confirmed this graphic. Now this graphic includes drop three and up. Open your eyes. It does not include drop 1 and 2. So it's almost interesting. And again, any OG anons out there, I try to put this out there. No one picked up on it because they don't want to deal with it. It's 6 years ago. They're too busy with Ingersoll Lockwood websites and bullshit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, guys. Steer away from the Ingersoll Lockwood website and go to the debt clock limit. Ooh, go to the debt clock.
Those pages, guys.
Come on, guys. We're smarter than
Seriously,
that.
and
Even the ones in my circle, even the ones DMing
Listen,
me.
guys,
Come
you
on,
have
man.
more
Be
than you
smarter
know.
than
Just
that.
go
Don't
to the
LARP
Q
that
drops.
shit.
Just go to the Q drops. You got more than you know. Reread the crumbs. Look at the
Exactly.
timestamp. Look at
Don't
the
get
tweets.
distracted on the anniversary of 6 years of Q. You're gonna go to Ingersoll Lockwood and go decode Magic Johnson shoes with AIDS all over it. Come on, guys.
And watching people say, "Oh, I know what the Perry," because Perry wanted to put out that he had 6 jabs and he was going to die because all BS, guys.
Yeah, guys,
stop
come on.
this. And the clocks, and I mean not the clocks. These pages. This is Linwood. This is Linwood behind it. Okay. There's
So
Linwood
guys,
behind it.
back in the
If
day,
you guys
this
want
was-
to carry on doing it.
When the website first came out, I have all this information on my old computer. I have to dig it up. But at the end of the day, no matter how you feel, this website goes back to Linwood. I'm just going to tell you that right now. It goes back to Fight Back Law. there's no address to it. The 1717 is a fake address. It's an office address that you can rent out. I understand there's coincidences and this and that, and there's rabbit holes. And have fun with it, guys. Don't tag me in that anymore. I love Ingersoll Lockwood. I started my digs with that, but this is a fake dig. This is someone trying to hijack. This is infiltration, invasion, okay? So if you want to run with it, and guys, man, some of you, I'm not going to name the names, but there's some of you guys out there that are big guys out there, big names, that are taking Patriots down a rabbit hole that you don't want to go down. Don't do that shit. It's a harvesting honeypot. Stay away. All right, back to reality.
And another thing,
Oh, back to reality. Great. Back to reality.
To that page, guys. If it was an official page, okay? If it is an official page and someone made, and this is my domain, this is my work, believe me, you will not make a page like that in WordPress. Okay? WordPress is for private people, you, me, we make a little page. If this is someone really deep, someone inside, you're not going to do a WordPress page. First of all, you can hijack it very quickly. Second of all, it's not professional. Third of all, you don't have a real database in order to keep stuff, so it always changes. So I'm just saying, guys, be careful with that. You can do whatever. I'm not bashing the guy. If it's that what motivates you to carry on the fight, please carry on using it. I do not mind at all. But it's like Trump says, well, we cannot, on our side, we don't want to get so much distracted off of that, because there's a lot of doomsday shit coming out of there, and people are starting to get scared. People are saying there's going to be floods, there's going to be rocks hitting the earth. Yeah, it all might be, but still.
But Leo,
careful,
think about it this way. We work so hard to tailor our digs and tailor our information, and we're trying to tell a story this Sunday, and we've been doing this for 6 years, the anniversary, this and that. Guys, we're beyond that kind of stuff. Like we only have a year left to take back our country. And like Leo said, if it helps you motivate, if it helps you dig, if it helps you get those synapses going, then go for it. That's great. But let's just share the information, share the love, and let's again, guys, we see that finish line. That finish line is there, Leo. We have a year left, and this is and guys, there's no diamonds. I want the diamonds returned, but the way it looks now, we 3 years, guys, we've been through this. We can do another year. We're in the final leg, the final stretch. Yeah. We're going to pass that baton, and we're going to rock and roll in 2024, 25, dude. Yep. That's the only way it has to be.
100%. And if everybody realizes it themselves, if they really look into themselves, they will realize that for the first time in their lives, well, to me, these 3 years have flown by so quickly. I can't even, I can't even comprehend how fast 3 years have gone by. So here comes another theory. Maybe 2012, the Mayan thing, we stepped into some other dimension and time is going even quicker. So we run in on a parallel. Okay, I'm not going to.
Hey,
the longer you can get people to wait, the more money you can make on merch.
I love this 6 year anniversary. The boss gives us very nice crumbs, guys. When you drop someone in politics, especially when I'm the one doing the dropping, guys, this was on the 28th. Again, 6 year anniversary, doing the dropping. You can be almost certain that they will come back with a vengeance. Such is the case with Andrew Stein, a lightweight gadfly who I have known and been kind to for years, but haven't had the time and patience lately to see him or take his calls. And then, as usual, it happens.
Grandpa's in that chat right now.
Endorsement to Bird Brain, that's Nikki Haley, who is losing to me by 50 points and way down in the polls to Crooked Joe. I'm beating Biden in almost every poll. The globalist, China-centric, and almost influential Wall Street Journal, who picks up anything negative about me that they can, puts this ridiculous endorsement and its pages of bad rhino-loving policy and misinformation. Use it well, Nikki. It's all you've got. So, guys, he's going after Nikki, okay? The soccer mom, Miss UN over here. And Pence at this point, guys, I don't know. And here's the best part, Leo Grass. He mentions drop and dropping on the delta of the first drop of Q. And guess who drops out of the race, guys? That's right. Mike Pence drops out of the 2024 presidential race. He had no chance whatsoever, guys. Okay, no chance whatsoever. He drops out on the 28th. Boom time. What a beautiful 6 year delta. And there it is, guys. Dropping. What do you think?
Yeah, so if you go back to that truth, go back to the truth of Trump and pull up your DM. You see that after Gadfly, or Gadfly, whatever that word is, he's doing 2 spaces. And after calls and ... end, you're going to see that he's, so pull up that...
2 spaces, I'm putting all caps in the chat.
If you look at the minutes and seconds, so first off, let's look at the spaces, right? He has, So he's talking about drop and drop.
Dude, look
And if
at
you
the screen,
the
Pinoy.
spaces, the 141 spaces, it's saying crumbs dropped will soon paint a full picture. The
all the
picture will
numbers,
open the
that
eyes of
makes
the
sense.
world. We can't do it without you. God bless you all. So 141, the spaces of this drop is talking about crumbs dropping soon, right? We'll paint a full picture. How insane, guys. Then you look at the timestamp of 1221, a beautiful mirror.
That is
Like in
fucking
yellow, he says, bad rhinos loving policy and misinformation. And drop 1221 is talking about right on cue. And in yellow, it's saying, those talking points, right? About many DC journalists, those corrupt people, having those burner phones. Do you feel safe, right? And it's talking about Nikki saying, it's all you've got, so do you feel safe? Then you look at the minutes and seconds of 21:28, and it also talks about dropping. You know, all these are dropping out due to sexual misconduct. Good time to
Sexual
prosecute.
misconduct.
Just wait until
Oh.
next week. You are all patriots. And down there, it talks again about human trafficking, right? Nexium. When does a bird sing?
That's
Well,
crazy,
he's just
dude.
talking about
He
bird
always
bird.
talks about human
Eyes wide
trafficking and
open,
kids.
coincidences. Network is being
Yeah.
dismantled. Sheep no more. But how beautiful that drop and dropping
Yeah.
with the spaces of 141. It's
Double drop.
Crumbs dropped will soon paint a full picture. And drop.
And guys,
141.
my dream, my goal. Okay, I know. You
I
probably
said
don't wanna
double
hear
drop,
this.
baby,
My
winning.
goal is one day to wake up on let's say January 20th, January 21st, 2025, and not have to be able to do any of this stuff, guys. We love these crumbs. We love that the information's coming through, but at times it kind of gets exhausting. And we love that the boss is dropping these drops on the 28th.
Drop.
And, we had that Flint
Drop.
thing a couple weeks ago. So
Fizz.
it's nice that the plan is still going.
Fizz.
But again, we
Oh,
have such an
what
urgency
a
here between reality and
leaf Trump
the drops and the codes
is.
and whatnot. Because at some point, none of this is going to matter, guys. We have to take this all back at the local level. And like I said, I love the spaces. I love the decodes. I love the timestamps. But even Dan knows this too. Dan's getting sick of it as well. We have to take it back, guys. And there's a true urgency, whether we're, quote unquote, losing the country or the military's here and White Hats are in control. So there's a fine
So
line,
Trump
guys. There's
is
a fine
saying
line.
here
We have to be
that-
cool on that.
that-
We have to be cool on it.
Trump is saying drop and dropping. And the spaces are talking.
Pinoy,
about
aren't
they're
you
going
interested
to
in all
be
his
drop,
his
drop,
chicken
drop,
scratch
drop.
all over this fucking
I did the
So
same
if
thing.
this
you trust
fucking
the plan,
post
you know,
from
great
fucking
thing.
Donald
Yeah,
Trump and
but
the
plan is God's plan right now.
underlines
There is no.
and the goddamn
It's
connection
It's gonna get close
lines.
to that point where it's like, okay, guys,
Dude,
we're gonna
it's
vote.
so
We're gonna have
bad.
that. I'm very optimistic. You guys know how I am. We're gonna see that Reagan 400 plus electoral college like we did.
2023.
I don't understand how anyone could take this garbage seriously. This guy, he's a complete Cocoa Puff. He's like, he's a Cocoa Puff.
Dude,
This
he's
guy.
bonkers, man. He's bonkers.
He's cuckoo for Cocoa. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Dude, look. There's a fly. There's a digital fly on Mike Pence.
That's not very nice. Mother says I smell like summer's eve. Hold on for 1 second, Dana. I am hearing a buzzing sound that just won't stop. It almost sounds like it's trying to tell me something.
No,
I'm
guys,
going to stand here really still for a moment and try to decipher what the little guy is saying.
And guys, I have to pause right there. I love the memes. I love the memes. I love the cacs. But again, this is gonna haunt us. We want that HRC video. We want the Epstein tapes. We want all this kind of stuff, right? But
It's so dangerous. This
it is dangerous,
stuff, bro.
right? Because it looks so real. It looks so. Look, Epstein's trending right now. This is awesome. Okay.
Wow.
Along with
Okay,
Winona Ryder.
okay.
Shout out to Beetlejuice in the chat. But yeah, man, Mike Pence is done. And here it is, guys. I did the decode on this as well. And this is what I love about Boss, man. He comes in right on cue. The usual suspects. As usual, it happens. And again, dropping, guys. Someone in politics, especially when I'm the one doing the dropping, tweets are very important, guys. And here we are with Boss with his own social media platform, which is much needed. But again, guys, Boss is dropping points, talking points right there on the same Delta, 1221 timestamp, 50 points, and boom time. So Boss is giving us a little soft confirmation there from that. And this is a great one, guys, on the Delta. October 28th, 2023, going back 6 years, the calm before the storm. U.S. Fort Sill. So again, this is a nice one, Grass Leo, that we're getting Calm Before the Storm. And remember, this is where it all started, guys. After Vegas, days after Vegas, the boss comes out with a cryptic speech with the military generals. The Calm Before the Storm, you'll find out. And then a few weeks later, guys, on the 27th, 28th, depending on what, your official first Q drop is. Mine is going to be on this Monday, guys, coming up. Monday, the 30th. But the Calm Before the Storm, guys. U.S. Army Fort Sill. And we did that. Let's see. Did the whole thing. I don't know if those were the first. And guys, Danny Scavs coming out on the 22nd with a little cursing. I love it, guys. Look at this. Look at Dan, guys. He doesn't care.
This guy's so mysterious sometimes.
He doesn't care. 1 minute he's all lovey-dovey with the dogs in the water staring at the tennis ball. Keep your eye on the ball. And now he doesn't give a fuck. And guys, this is why we love Danny Scavs. Mr. Orange Man. Orange Man.
Bro, I love his timeline because they are always so diverse, bro. He's dropping always something different. Politics, funny, a meme, this, an airplane, dogs, whatever. His timeline looks so interesting, bro. You can't diss the man. Even if the left come to him and try attacking, there's nothing you can diss the man. He's giving never his opinion. He's just dropping his little crumbs for you to think what his opinion could actually be. Then Dan controls the internet, bro, for sure.
Why?
We know that. We were told that many times ago.
Nothing
guys.
you just said made any sense.
Dan doesn't care. And the best part is, guys, the timestamp.
He's dropping his crumbs so you might see what his opinion might be.
October 4th, and Dan drops this on the 22nd. Anon's ready. And we've been ready, guys, since the first few drops there, right there, effective yesterday.
I saw a word that I know corresponds with another word that we use over here, and that proves that the boss is dropping crumbs of information for all of us. Oh, God, so we can decode the spaces between letters. God, Tronanon, how do you guys fucking do it? I got it. I saw it. Bro, it was like an epiphany. Are you ready? Yeah, all those people are fucking stupid. They've got like low IQ. That's what it is. They're really dumb, stupid fucking people that believe dumb shit. That's what it is. I don't want to have anything to do with that. Oh my God. That is a level of stupid that I can't even comprehend, bro.
Dude, mental illness, man. That shit
Dude,
is mental illness.
And Grandpa's in there bringing them fucking shit with fucking scratch marks and numbers and lines and fucking connections, the whole thing, dude. And they're like, Grandpa brought us this. Thank you, Grandpa. And they're looking at it. I'm like, dude, you don't even know what you're looking at. It's dumb. It's a bunch of fucking stupid numbers. None of it makes any sense at all. And it leads to nothing. You know what Grandpa said in there? He said, we've got all the time. We could take as much time as we want. Yeah, exactly. Because you're making money. This is making you money. And the longer it takes, and even if Trump doesn't get elected this time around, oh, you're going to keep fucking stringing people along for the next 4 fucking years. You know, it's never going to end. It's their grift. You know, and I like that terminology there. It's their fucking, Steve Running says, down the rabbit hole. It's their fucking grift. Griftathon. Griftanon. I like that. Griftanon, bro. Instead of Moronatron. What about Morana Grift? That's a good one. Because it made Pinoy laugh. He was barely thinking about it. And he's like, that's good. Marana Grift it is. So my bananas made it yet another day. They survived the bears. I got my 3 little sprouts coming out the ground. Coming out the ground. Coming out the ground. God bless America. I guess whenever you first start dating someone and you just have that feeling like you just want to see them every day and every night, that doesn't last that long, does it?
When it's the one,
I'm going to enjoy it.
Lasts every day.
That's awesome. I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. That's what I'm going to say. I hope it lasts forever. Yeah, it's nice. Beezel. Oh, are you looking at me? I'm looking at you. God, that makes me want to hear that fucking song again from Endorphin. It's called GOAT, the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, this song is so good. It's about a narcissist.
Are we rolling?
I used to love fucking with him in the recording studio. He's so funny. I'd say something like, rolling your ass onto that microphone and getting the shit done now because you're fucking too lazy. Get it done. I'd get them all laughing and shit. In fact, they left me cutting up with him at the end of their first album. I said, he said, could you play that last part back for me? I said, could you shut the fuck up? That's at the very end of their album. That's the wrong window. There it is.
Oh shit. The stars are shining just for me. Everybody look at me. I'm so fresh and I'm so Don't you wish that you could be? Oh, so smooth, just like me.
The whole world knows me.
I'm so sexy, I'm so sweet. I'm so far, I'm like Pete.
This is the band you wouldn't come in and see, Pinoy. How dare you?
Don't you wish that you were me?
I still haven't fucking got a new fucking
I'm
nose
really
ring,
quite
man.
aesthetically pleasing.
Fuck.
That wouldn't have happened if you'd come in.
I know. It was so freaking hot, dude. It was so hot.
It was so fun, bro. They were great that night, too.
I know you're looking at me. I get it. I've been looking at me too. I am sexy. I mean, sexy. Like shining gleaming man god sexy. Like the world would not even continue to exist on its axis unless I was a part of its existence. Sexy.
This song's so great. I'm heating.
I'm coming right now.
Or not.
I'm heating.
My torch didn't go. Failure to launch. Oh, there it goes. Right when I grabbed the lighter. Hey, Chris Redgepick, bro, what's up? He says, hurry up, Pinoy. He says, I wasn't sure if you guys still smoked. It's funny. Smoking that OG Kush from Big Jim from these guys. All right, no Laurie Garney Cannabis. Cheers, Pinoy. Cheers, Chris. Everybody in the chats. Cheers. Cheers, bro. Man, I could almost learn that solo. I know he could teach me what I couldn't learn. He's a guitar teacher. I don't know about that last run, though. That last run he did was sick. see that again. And let's hear it louder. It's fucking crazy, dude. He's so great. God, man. God bless America. How did no one hear the giant crash? It's a good question. It may have been a slow crash. The cable didn't break all the way, it just stretched out. That might be why none of my glass got broken. It didn't even get knocked over. My glass didn't even get knocked over. It's crazy. I came in here, I was like, dude, did I take a picture of it? No. Yeah, I did. I did take a picture. Oh my God. Yeah. Look at my glass, guys. The monitor was right over my bong and the bubbler was behind the bong.
Wow.
And the monitor's right on top of it. Look at the monitor. Just almost touching it. Almost touching the bong. Pow!
Touches the bar. The tragedy of the world's tallest water slide.
Red Pill, the business of exploiting lonely men. No shit, right? Oh my God. What is this? We're
If
going to have
there's
to
one
watch
thing
this.
that the internet has taught me, it's that you can monetize just about anything.
Hey, look. Gang, gang. Gang, gang.
Ice cream so good.
Gang, gang.
Imagine
Roses.
my level of surprise
Roses.
when people monetize
Gang, gang.
the
Gang, gang.
was-
You kids sit down and calm down. Mom's going to come over there and beat the shit. Gang, gang.
That's what I want
Gang,
to see
gang.
on this course.
Unplugging
from the matrix of fitness and game.
And you might be
when they play
thinking,
character, dude.
oh,
It's
how
so
big is
fucking
this?
funny.
Well,
Mommy's going to come over there and whoop your... Gang, gang. Gang, gang.
business is booming. Dozens of people, loads of YouTube channels
34,
that are
$494.
earning
What? Come
millions
at
of
me.
dollars a year.
Come at me. $34,500 Bitcoin. What? $34,000. $34,500 Bitcoin. What? Come on. What? What? Nobody's even talking about $34,500 Bitcoin anymore, pal. What are you even talking about? Nobody's even talking about that anymore. What are you even doing? You're not doing that.
Pilling the red pill and breaking these lonely, desperate men out of their Andrew Tate worshipping mind matrix.
Wow. Oh, dude, it was Sneeko. Holy shit. Bro, they're showing all the lame-ass red pill podcasters.
One
You-
thing
bro.
that is impossible to ignore when discussing the rise of
Do you know who Sneeko is?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
You know
that's
he's
so...
Filipino?
Oh God, no.
Filipino guy, dude. Hella funny.
He's a Steven Crowder wannabe. He wants to be Steven Crowder. You know, Steven Crowder goes up to college kids and asks them, "Oh, what's the Second Amendment? Asks them all these, how many states are in the United States? You know, what city is Tokyo in? You know, or just I'll just ask them questions and try to show people that their whole point to do this. Steven Crowder's whole point is that everyone's so much dumber than me. I have so much more knowledge than everyone else. And Sneeko tries to do it, and he's an idiot. He just looks like a moron. Like a wannabe fucking Steven Crowder. But I've also seen him running around with Aiden Ross, and just making a total punk bitch out of himself. I'm just like... Ugh.
Yeah, dude. Some of the stuff they do is just like fucking ridiculous.
Fucking Sneeko. God. I don't know if I'm allowed to watch this on YouTube. I'm probably going to get in trouble. I'm probably going to get a strike. Fucking YouTube, dude. How many people are watching over there? Let me see how many people are... Let me see how many people are watching. 8 from all those channels. Let me see. Where's my... Eight people watching on YouTube. 12 people watching on Rumble. You guys on YouTube, you want to come to Rumble? There's the Rumble link. Oh shit, it didn't print out. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Oh, because of the dots? Because the dots. Does that link work? That link's not going to work. Oh my God, that link works. You guys, come over to Rumble. All of you come to Rumble, I'll turn off the YouTube and we'll watch this video. I'm going to turn off all my YouTube channels. 0 people watching on that one. 0 people watching on that one. 0 people watching on that one. 0 people watching on this YouTube channel. This is fucked up. I don't know. It says public group. It says streaming the public group. You guys, there's 8 of you watching on YouTube. Hey, Voonin. Voonin, how about I just block you? What do you think? I'm about to tase you off my fucking show. Remember that? Don't tase me, bro. The 7 of you that are still watching on YouTube, I'm going to shut off your show. I gave you a link in the chat. All you got to do is click it and come on over to Rumble. Come to Rumble and watch it over there. I'll give you the link again. All right. I'm shutting it down because I don't know if this is going to give me strikes over there on YouTube. I don't want to get a strike, so. On the YouTube channel. All right. How long have we been live for? An hour and a half. You want more show? Come to Rumble. Nate's Garden. It's rumble.com/user/Nate's Garden. Let's get ready to rumble. They're not talking to me anyway. I'm shutting that shit off. Fuck them. All right.
Shut them down, dude.
Yeah.
Are you eating?
Grapes.
How about lunch? How about a tuna sub?
You want me to order tuna subs?
The small one for me.
Yeah, the mini. All right, yeah, I still got to get that stuff out of your trunk, don't I?
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry.
She wants a tuna sub. All right. Let's watch this video. Let's watch his live stream presentation.
Internet ideologies and movements is that of misinformation and bias within the media. Clickbait-driven headlines and manipulative algorithms often make it difficult to know where to get reliable information. That's why I've been using Ground News, an app and website that combines news from around the world in one place and provides context that mainstream media does not, like political affiliation, source ownership, and factuality ratings. They are a small team working to hold the media accountable, and they are sponsoring this video. For instance, let's search Andrew Tate. On the website we can see there are almost 500 stories published on him in the last 3 months. Ground News shows the top articles and even blind spot stories that are underreported by the media. Look at this story. Apple removing Tate's app. Only 33% of coverage on this story is coming from the right, making a blind spot for anyone who doesn't get their information from these sources. It's interesting to see some sources headline the claims, calling the app misogynistic and a pyramid scheme, while others say Apple was slammed for keeping the app. Ground News makes it super easy to understand where even your own bias might be. It is an important resource to avoid living in a bubble of algorithm-driven coverage. Go to ground.news/Kira and sign up through my link. Get 30% off unlimited access to data-driven information through my link before October 15th. What is the red pill? How did we get here? Why does it exist? And who cares? All very important questions, but let's tackle them in order of importance. So what is the red pill? The red pill has been many things. Originally, it was an allegory for transgender, according to the creator of the term, Lily Wachowski, who popularized it in The Matrix. However, and very ironically, now the red pill is used by a group of predominantly men who co-opt it as an ideology around how to live life, specifically about the real truth of society and their place within it. This mostly pertains to masculinity, conspiracy theories, making money, and women. The red pill is also not the only word that this movement goes by. It can also, in many popular spaces, be substituted with the word manosphere. If you've not heard of these things, you might be surprised to learn just how huge this movement is. So the question of how we got here comes down to one man, sort of.
Am I successful? Am I competent? You know, am I achieving things? Am I respected? If you start to look at these indicators of your life, you're going to end up being happier.
Now, I do need to say that Andrew Tate himself has said he isn't red pill and that he finds the whole concept and most of the people involved to be cringe, but his unwillingness to co-opt the term is irrelevant to the reality, and that is his
Right.
talking points are almost identical to the whole
Exactly. Exactly. In other words, it doesn't matter what you say, Andrew Tate, or you can deny it all you want. You're the goddamn leader of the Red Pill movement. Okay? And your talking points are the exact same. They're reverberating throughout the entire Red Pill community. And just because you say, I'm not a Red Pillar and I find Red Pillars cringe, it only means two things. Number one, it means you're in complete fucking denial of what you are. And number two, it means that if you were to come to terms with what you were, you'd fucking hate yourself. So you're a self-loathing piece of shit. That's exactly what you are. I'm gonna fight you, man. I'm gonna fight you, Andrew Tate. Oh, that's right, I can't fight him. He's a kickboxer. He's like a good kickboxer.
World champion
He's gonna kick.
kickboxer,
He's gonna
dude.
kick my ass.
Annihilate you, bro.
He's gonna kickbox my. He's gonna kickbox my ass.
And his popularity is what has accelerated the movement. And I do mean accelerated, because even without Andrew Tate or any other manosphere figurehead, this was an inevitability in modern society. We were already headed down this path. Andrew Tate was never the cause. He was simply the most prevalent symptom. Why do I say this? Well, let's answer the question of why it exists in the first place. It'll probably only take you a few
Here we
minutes to
go.
Google search if you've not already seen these very shocking statistics when it comes to the rise of loneliness in men,
Exactly.
especially young men.
Exactly.
This is the real epidemic that is going
Bro,
to claim more lives.
These are the incels, and these are the people that watch Destiny. A lot of people. There's a lot of these guys, and a lot of these guys that watch a lot of other podcasters that you and I watch. And when you look in the audience and you see a lot of the responses, a lot of those people are incels. They're the exact same people that he's referring to right now. A lot of those people are over there at the podcast we were just at. And this is their life, basically, is following some of these podcasts.
Than any contagious disease, and it's eroding the very foundation of modern society. For the record, this problem does not just envelop men.
There's an
but it is
incel.
more
Look, they're showing
prevalent
incels.
Statistically, for a multitude of reasons. On the face of it, men have less friends than ever before. They spend less time socializing with the friends that they do have than ever before. They're virgins for far longer, have sex less frequently overall, and they are self-deleting at an alarmingly high rate, with numbers trending
Dude,
upwards.
you know,
greater than
okay,
ever
I'm
before.
just gonna say this. I feel sorry for all those guys, and I want to help them, but I don't want to fucking charge them to help them and make their lives better. I don't want to make money off of them. Sure, I want to tell them how to talk to a girl. I want to tell them how they can meet a girl and have a relationship and treat them with respect, and not be like what Andrew Tate tells them, is that they should just go through girls like you go through fucking pairs of socks. You know, fuck that shit. That whole mentality sucks, man. I wouldn't charge a goddamn thing, and I wouldn't make a goddamn course or a DVD program or anything. I'm just not trying to make money off people, and I think that's wrong. And that's the difference between these red pill people and basically anybody else that just wants to help, man. And goddamn, these guys need some fucking help. I feel so bad for them all, bro. When I went into Destiny's audience, I was checking out the chat and shit. I was like, dude, there's a lot of angst, man. You can feel it. You just by the things that people say,
They're
man.
also less likely to seek mental health assistance, more likely to turn to drugs or substance abuse to cope with these factors, which don't even play into the self-deleting stat, and are overall becoming increasingly disenfranchised with the world, or most importantly, their place within it. So, to answer the question of why Andrew Tate, why the Red Pill, why the Manosphere, Sneeko, podcasts like Fresh and Fit, the Red Pill Godfather, Rollo Tomasi, and many others exist, it's very simple. It's because they need to exist. Supply and demand. These people didn't just appear for no reason. They arrived at the right time with the right message. And that is obviously not me giving them my rubber stamp of approval, as I believe each one of the people I just listed, as well as the majority of the Manosphere space, is a counterintuitive detriment to young men's lives. For reasons that we'll mostly go over in the next section, this is just me saying that this movement didn't arrive overnight for no reason and brainwash hundreds of millions of men. The male loneliness epidemic was already here. It's a cancer eating society. The Manosphere presented itself as chemotherapy, bringing with it total destruction of the body, but without the added benefit of potentially eradicating the cancer. Not to say there are no good pieces of advice from any of these people, or a well-rationed person couldn't learn a few real truths from these spaces, such as eating right.
When my monitor was broken, I'd plugged it in to, I didn't know, so I mounted it and plugged it back in, right, turned it on, and then I noticed it was broken, and I took my finger and I ran it on the screen, bro, and I'd start cracking underneath everywhere I touched on the screen, and the crack got longer and longer and longer, and I couldn't stop, and I just kept watching it, and it was fun, and I was like, this is fun. I was like, look, it's like all the lines, bro. It's like it's spider cracking underneath the screen. But the screen, the monitor looks brand new. It looks fine. But underneath, dude, that glass or whatever, it's cracking, and you could just crack it. I guess I'm just cracking. It looks like lightning underneath the screen. It was so cool.
Exercising, socializing, and trying to better your situation financially. But these few truths are things almost anybody could tell you without the added baggage of what is adjacent to the grift of these male self-help gurus. I'm of course talking about conspiracy theories and hatred.
Obesity comes from you Jews affecting our media with their fucking...
you're fat.
No, you guys bought McDonald's and all that shit.
One of the very few men on earth I do trust, good old Alex Jones. He said this 2 months before 9/11.
They don't want you to be masculine. The biggest threat to their agenda is an independent, free-thinking man.
And to answer the last question of who cares, well, I know on social media nobody really cares about the fact that young men in particular are suffering, because it's cool to be inclusive and empathetic to everybody, except for those you deem to have power as a group, despite the fact that most average men have little to no power all over their own lives, let alone society. But you should care, because this is a reflection of that society. Not just that, but you probably have men in your lives as well that are struggling with things like this. Could be your brothers, fathers, sons, cousins, friends, or old acquaintances. I don't think it can be simultaneously true that we say everybody should get help, they all deserve compassion and understanding, but then demonize a clear growing trend that could bring economic and societal downturns just because it's cool to shit on men online. Which would probably sound better if it wasn't me, a man, saying this, but I am, because it is important. The rise of the Tate cells, as well as the growing incel movement, hatred of women, conspiracy nuts, and a whole other host of issues exist because as a society, this issue is prevalent and persistent. I think society in general is too busy looking at the surface of those, idiots who follow this stupid rhetoric to understand the reason that they do is because they're lost, and these people are telling them that it's okay. These grifters that are making them believe all these crazy, wild things are the only ones who are compassionately speaking to these men. They're making them believe, and the truth is, they are speaking pure lies, designed almost entirely for personal gain and enrichment. So, let's talk about the real red pill.
The real red pill.
The reality of the matter is, the red pill does have some merit when taken at face value. There have been shifts in society that resulted in vastly different circumstances for everybody, but especially for young men. For starters, society has moved beyond where most people live, and if they live where society now does, they then lack the skills to interact in the real world. That as a sentence doesn't make sense, right? Let me explain. Society for most younger people, as well as for most lonely people, exists online. Their society exists on social media. But where is it that they need to be in order to actually better their situation? The real world with real people, face-to-face interactions and social situations. This problem is compounding. The more time people spend online, whether as an escape from the pressures of real life because they don't feel that they fit in, or for comfort, the less social they're going to become, the more awkward any potential interactions will go, and of course this leads to them being less and less likely to find the meaningful friendships or relationships that they need to live happily and normally. It's the self-fulfilling prophecy. And this is the problem that gets worse for the younger generation, especially after lockdowns where people have grown up on social media, hang out in person less, homeschool, go to college online, work remotely, date using apps, and generally skew towards hobbies that isolate them further. To put it simply, they spend less time with real people, and therefore are less confident or capable people in face-to-face society, which is where they probably have the highest chance to meet people who are going to give them the things that they're missing in life and remove that loneliness. A lot of people nowadays have either grown up not learning how to socialize because of social media and the internet age, or they've forgotten. Whichever one it is, they currently are not equipped with the tools to navigate the real world. You only have to look at cultures like Japan, where they literally have a word for this, hikikomori. We also have words in the West, neets, incel is obviously one that people throw around a lot when people are just, really bad at talking to women, and of course are involuntary celibate. Losers, when people don't have friends and can't seem to get into good social situations. This is a problem that transcends barriers of culture. This is how you know it just exists, and it's growing in popularity just due to the way that people interact with the world. This of course plays into the next problem, which is dating in 2023. Most people believe that due to the shift of society being online, there is no alternative to meet potential friends or romantic relationships without dating apps. Instead, they find themselves swiping on Tinder, where statistically and common sense dictates results are directly tied to one attribute and one attribute alone: attractiveness. Let's be honest, most of us are not that good looking, and on an app that is basically unhealthy fast food, of course people are going to pick the tastiest snacks. There isn't nutritional value there that they care about, because they're there for a quick bite, and whatever looks the nicest is going to be picked. The common sense thing here is that this has nothing to do with women or men. Of course, the red pill does present it as such, where women only want a 6 foot tall Giga Chad. This just has everything to do with the fact of the matter. If you show someone 10 people without any real indication of other redeemable or disqualifying traits, asking them to pick from the list using exclusively only their physical appearance, of course the result will mean the most attractive people get the most results. This leads to men becoming disenfranchised and thinking that women only want them if they're this thing that they are not, which essentially removes all of their responsibility in the situation, because what are they going to do? Grow taller? Get more attractive suddenly? When you take the problem out of somebody's hands and their own ability to influence it, of course they're going to turn to things that are external and start blaming the people that are making these decisions, because they can't blame themselves, can they? Obviously there is a factor that society has moved forward for women as well, giving them greater opportunities for careers and for pay. This has essentially killed the one main selling point every man on the planet had in the dating economy of old times, which is an income. Now men are required to bring more to the table than just a paycheck at a time when men seem more lost in their own value than ever before. Also, because of healthcare increasing, it means that women can have children later, so they're not rushed by biology to have children when they're very young, which means they're going to mature and make better decisions about which type of people they're going to have in their life for the long term. Now, is this the common man's fault? Sure, somewhat, a little bit, because everybody can change and they all bear responsibility for their own circumstances to an extent, but it's also just the way society now exists, and it's kind of happened without anybody really paying too much attention until the problem now exists. And realistically, it's not a question of right or wrong. All of this, and much more, leads to the bigger overall problem of why the red pill and manosphere has grown so exponentially. What do I mean? Well, in just about every walk of life, it's easier to blame something that isn't you. If you are this average unsocialized man who has little to no friends, no luck with the opposite sex, life's passing you by and you just don't know what to do about it, you've got no confidence, and your options for who to blame are yourself or society, chances are you're going to blame society. It's just easier to do. It's the self-defeating reality that if you do make the choice to blame society, it's going to change nothing about the circumstance and only send you down a path of manosphere, which is going to be further self-destruction, but that's what people are doing, whether knowingly or not. Now, of course, there are a million social stigmas of talking about problems or opening up emotionally to people, which for whatever reason is frowned upon as a man, but even less likely to happen since, again, statistically men these days have less friends, and with the growing manosphere influence, those friends are more likely to tell you to stop being a pussy and watch a video about Andrew Tate with Giga Chad music in the background, because of course that will fix all of your problems. Talking about them would be something only a beta male does. You obviously can't talk about it on social media either, because if I've seen anything about this, it's that people are just going to come in and say you don't deserve to have problems, because you're probably just a man. So of course, when nobody's talking to you, nobody's listening to you, nobody's really representing your problems, when somebody shows up who looks like they're in shape, who looks like they're a really masculine man, who's doing all the things that you want to do, who lives the life that you would love to live, and he's the only person talking to you, of course you're probably going to listen. And these are just some of the factors that led us to where we are today. I'm sure there's going to be more, but I could be talking about this all day without addressing the next point, which is that the red pill is just capitalism and greed from lying narcissists who are LARPing as the saviors of young men, while instead just causing them harm. The advice they give is terrible for 97% of their audience, meaning that they're selling out the vast majority, and the 3% who wind up becoming wealthy following their advice will make the situation even worse for the other 97%. It's a toxic wasteland of a few useful pieces of life advice wrapped up in hate that will poison an impressionable man's brain into becoming a worse person, and therefore even less likely to ever find a woman who would want anything to do with them. Now, if there's something else the internet has taught me, hate is a very powerful tool. Once you recognize that the easiest way to build influence is to turn one group against another, you will see it in everything that people do online. Politics is probably the most prevalent one. It's us versus them. We are the righteous, they are the evil. Everything we do is okay, everything they do is bad. If we do the same things, it's for good reasons, but they're doing it for bad ones. Every conflict is black and white. Why? Because it's easy and it feels good. The barrier for entry to this conflict is super low, it's way more accessible than any form of nuance would be, and it's easy to digest. It simply works. And that's exactly what the manosphere has done to convince these men who already were willing to believe things because they didn't want to blame themselves. They've told them it's team men versus team women. They use anecdotes of when a woman does something bad or wrong, and pretend as if they're not anecdotes at all, that there can't be good women and bad women like there's good men and bad men. It's just all evidence that women are built this way and they are the problem. So they're making everything simple by design, and I can't say for sure that all the people doing this are lying or grifting, but I can say that given enough time, each one of them gets caught living a contradictory life to what they tell their audience to live. Whether it's saying paying for sex is for losers and you shouldn't do that, and then being caught on sugar baby websites trying to find women to pay to hang out with.
You approached me on a sugar daddy website and asked me to be your sugar baby, and then couldn't afford my allowance.
Never did.
He couldn't afford my $10,000 allowance a month and said, haha, that's funny, why don't you just come on my podcast instead?
Or saying sex workers like OnlyFans girls are the bane of society, and you're platforming them constantly, which results in their audience subbing to them and making them more successful. Or of course having those women on the podcast and having sex with them, yet calling them 304s, which is the red pill slang for hoes. Or maybe it's when they say that single mothers are used goods and they're worthless, but then get caught being married to a previous single mother who they lied about and said that her daughter was his niece because he was just too ashamed to admit that he loved a single mother and her daughter.
I got a 13-year-old niece that stays here at least twice a week.
And so as we now look at her application on the screen and go to the section describing her household, it states, do you have dependents? Yes. Does dependent live with you? Yes. Dependent's age? 10 years old.
Or of course when they call out girls for being fake and having plastic surgery and using makeup, but then get hair plugs, liposuction, fake teeth, and use makeup on their own podcasts. Maybe it's saying that men should never settle for a girl who has had a lot of sexual partners, but sleeping with every attractive woman that they can.
A lot of girls are hoes. A lot of girls don't deserve a relationship. A lot of girls don't deserve marriage. And I know this is kind of controversial, but this is what I tell guys. I tell them you need to be at least 35 years old, have had sex with 50 girls.
Thus creating a world full of their alleged biggest problem and fucking up for all the guys they're supposed to be helping. The entire red pill space is basically rules for thee and not for me. Some of the funniest claims that you can disprove immediately, just if you've lived a real life at all, are that women are more than happy to let their boyfriend or husband cheat on them so long as that man is high value enough, meaning she will share her romantic partner out of fear that she couldn't get anybody so good, ignoring the fact that this person would then not be good to most women because they're not just out to use you as an ATM and live that life. This is not how adult relationships work with the vast majority of people. Essentially, the whole red pill seems to be a way to justify living the life of a teenage boy's dream, sleeping with a different Instagram model or OnlyFans girl every night, telling everyone who disagrees with the red pill that they are a beta male, blue-pilled soy boy. But this is a lie. The whole red pill is a lie. You only have to engage with the simplest concept to understand that. For example, these guys preach that the way to break free of all your problems is to become a high-value man, meaning that you're in shape and wealthy. The percentage of people who are in shape and wealthy is like 3% or lower. So by that definition, it cannot happen to 97% of their audience, meaning they're giving very specific advice to a very small number of people, but the vast majority of people are listening, and it isn't solving any of their massive problems, it's actually making it worse. Maybe if you are a multimillionaire who's in good shape, you can treat women the way that they do. But the problem is that when the vast majority of their audience is hearing that advice and seeing how they live, and then they're treating women the same way, that's not helping them, that is hurting them. And since the title of this video will be something about how incredibly successful and profitable the business of exploiting lonely men is, let's look at how successful it is. Fresh and Fit is probably the biggest self-help guru red pill podcast, and they're pulling in tens of millions of views per month on just YouTube alone, which used to be, before they got demonetized, easily over $50,000 a month just in ads, without product placement, without donations from their fans, without their courses that they sell, without their other platforms like Rumble. And you don't have to go far to see just how low effort and low class this space can be in terms of the people that can pull in millions of views, earning hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions a year. I mean, just look at this dude.
They're just
He's
looking
a
to
VTuber,
fucking
a low animated JPEG
capitalize
vampire who
off
never
of
shows his
everybody.
face, and his entire content is reacting to women on TikTok, telling his audience of bitter, angry, and lonely men that all the women on the videos are used up 304s who no one will ever love, and how it's all their own fault. It's basically not giving anybody advice, just a space to come where they can point at women and say, haha, that's your fault, you didn't love me, so it's good that you're upset and bad things are happening in your life. It's plain and simple, people just feeling content to live in hate. In the real world, the solution to men's problems don't need all of this, and it definitely doesn't need all the conspiracy theories, anti-Semitism, racism, and other nonsense that gets platformed at the same time by all these podcasts and manosphere grifters. Obviously, I've acknowledged the problem is real, that there is a growing number of men who are really struggling with how to live their life. But there are things that they can do, and I'm also sure that these platforms or these people do sometimes give good advice, and people have made positive steps in their life due to that advice and would claim that they've been helped by Andrew Tate and the Red Pill and things like that. I'm not saying that that's not possible, but there's a limit to the advice that they're giving where it goes overboard into very, very unhelpful things. Of course, you should definitely go to the gym, you should eat right, you should sleep at a regular time for 8 hours if you can. Most importantly, you should find hobbies that put you in the real world with your peers. Work at socializing, find people who like the things that you do, and of course treat people like they're individuals who deserve to start out with a blank slate of who they are, and not with a list of preconceived and negative attributes that some guy on the internet told you were true while profiting from doing so.
Dude,
for every
really?
negative anecdote that you hear, you can also just find a positive one too. So this is actually a huge problem in society now, and if you were paying attention, you saw this coming a long time ago. Even before Andrew Tate showed up and accelerated the movement forward and into the mainstream, there were communities just full of hating women, like the Red Pill subreddit, the incel forums. These things existed and were growing exponentially in
Incel
popularity.
forums.
So where does all this end? Well, who knows? The issue is that this problem is yet again turning into another internet war where it's us versus them and people are drawing lines in the sand, not understanding that this mindset has gotten us nowhere close to solving societal issues and just reinforcing the positions of each other, making it easier for the people exploiting the male loneliness epidemic for their own gain, while making everything orders of magnitude worse for the people involved, who are essentially just the victims. So that's the insanely profitable business of exploiting the male loneliness epidemic. Thanks for watching.
Stupid ass driver, man. Oh my god. Alright, you guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to eat lunch, and I will see you next time. Yay! Yay! Thanks, Pinoy. Thank you for your Bruce Lee moves.
Oh man, giggity giggity.
Giggity goo.
Oh yeah.
You guys take care, enjoy your days, do good stuff, be nice to other people, and that kind of stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Be happy.
Bye, everybody.